Story time, but first, bed. Oh. So, I have arrived in Canada, in Ottawa specifically, but apparently I got here a day late. Now there was a bit of a miscommunication, should we say, to organise the flights out here, and yeah, apparently I turned up a day late. The issue with this being, obviously the hotel was booked for last night, I turned up tonight. So I ended up getting to my first hotel and they said, you shouldn't be here because you were meant to be here last night and we've now cancelled your reservation for the next 4 nights. So essentially, I was homeless. There was no rooms available. I just sort of turned up. It's fair enough, policy's policy. I didn't argue with it at all. It's just like, yeah, what can you do? No rooms left over whatsoever. I genuinely thought I would either be sleeping on those couches in reception if they even let me, or literally just try and hide out in the street somewhere with all this expensive camera gear, which wouldn't have been ideal. So the very helpful receptionist was very kind and they got me this place. It is like the only room left in this end of Ottawa, which is incredibly lucky. I mean, it's a room for the audibly impaired, is it? Or it's not visually impaired. Basically, there's lots of things in here. If the doorbell rings outside, lights and stuff start flashing in here, so you get visual cues that the doorbell's going. It's a bit overkill for my needs, but it's a bed. Well, I say it's a bed. It's actually 2 beds. So yeah, I get a pick of which one I actually want to go in, which is good. But yeah, I am just so thankful I've actually got a room. I've been awake for very, very long now, taking into account the flight, the time difference, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty good night's sleep. So I don't actually start training till Monday, so tomorrow I've got to keep myself occupied doing something. Not entirely sure what, just going to completely wing it, and we'll go from there. I'll see you then. Right, so it's now the next morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock local time because of jet lag. So I'm feeling pretty good though, feeling pretty good. But what I'm most looking forward to is breakfast. When I come to America, best bit of the trip. I'm sorry, Veritas, but breakfast is the best bit because it usually means buffet. And when Matt sees a buffet, Matt makes the most of the, I don't know why I'm talking to myself in third person. Sausage, cheese, egg, and sriracha sauce. Apparently that's the thing. But that didn't live up to expectations. I need to try again. So what you don't realise, for those of you in the US and Canada, in the UK, we don't have Fruit Loops, or they're very difficult to get hold of. So it's always a massive treat when you come this side of the pond and you can get your hands on these. What's that so far? 2 bagels, Fruit Loops, muffin, now a waffle. I didn't have dinner last night because of the mishaps of the whole room thing. I was going from hotel to hotel, trying to find somewhere that actually had a place. So I'm making up for it now, mainly in terms of sugar. So, what is the plan of this trip? So basically today I've got Vic Tesolin picking me up, who wrote the book The Minimalist Woodworker and is also pretty much the face of Veritas, so that'd be great to hang out with him. We're going to go to lunch, maybe have a few drinks or something like that. The other thing I want to do while I'm here is get better at talking to the camera in public, because it has been a massive hindrance to me up until this point. When I'm filming in the workshop, I'm conscious there's people listening and watching me. I used to have to put a curtain up on the window so people couldn't see me filming in there. It's a massive hindrance. I have no idea what the issue is. So in breakfast just now, I put the camera in front of me and I forced myself to talk to the camera, even though there was people sat around me, which, granted, there wasn't a lot of them. There was still people there, which made it very uncomfortable for me to start with. But then as soon as you get started, it was fine. Like, I really don't know what the issue is. So that's something I want to try and address while I'm here in Canada, because these people who are walking around me, I'm probably never going to see them again, and I really shouldn't be worried about their opinion of it. So this is training ground for me and talking to the camera in public. We'll see how it plans out, but me saying this to the camera is me trying to make myself accountable to something. I mean, I could just not include this in the final edit, I suppose, but no, we need to sort this. Vic's just showing me around this wood cave, which obviously we don't have access to this in the UK. Look at the state of this place. Pure naughtiness. And then this room. So I've got massive wood envy now. About a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I made this really nice walnut desk for my room, and I was quite happy with that wood when I bought it, and I've just come across this one. Claro walnut, 5,495 Canadian dollars. But my God, this thing is incredible.
30.
Vic was saying that they fill, where you've got these black cracks going up it, they actually fill it with black epoxy and coffee beans as well, so it gets some sort of like grainy, natural look to it, as opposed to just being a shiny black epoxy. It does look really good on walnut, just makes it look actually natural as opposed to just plastic sitting in there. Really good idea.
There you go.
Oh, that feels so good.
Looking good, man.
That's lovely. So, just had breakfast for day numero 2 in the new hotel room. This is the one that I'm actually permanently going to be staying at now. But yeah, very successful day yesterday. Yesterday, I had a great look around Vic Tesolin's workshop. I didn't make him do a proper workshop tour because he's done so many of them recently, and I just feel like it would be a bit harsh if I was like, Vic, do another one. So just had a look around for my own personal benefit. I'll put a link in the top corner to another shop tour if you're interested in seeing it. He's got some pretty cool kit in there. I was quite jealous of a lot of it. Also had to go with a Japanese hand plane for the first time, which, oh my God, that was so satisfying. Like, I have a newfound appreciation for Japanese tools, like the way it's looking at it, I always thought it was just a block of wood with a blade in it. That's all it is. But there is so much else to it. It was really cool. And Vic knows a lot about it as well, which really did enlighten me. So that was good. Also had a look around his local woodyard, which made everything in the UK look terrible. Like the amount of stuff they crammed in there, and not only the volume, but the selection as well. Like that big board of Claro walnut. Where do you find that in the UK? You just can't. So yeah, that was really good. And I also got the camera out in public. I don't know, it felt weird, but at the same time, as soon as I started doing it, it was okay. So like, I don't really know. I think a lot of it's just the thought of doing it rather than actually doing it. That's my whole problem with talking to the camera in public. So yeah, it was a big step in the right direction for me. So training with the Lee Valley starts today, and I'm going to try and get some footage in there, maybe try and talk to the camera, get a bit more practice in. And yeah, we'll just see how the day plays out. So I wasn't able to film in the factory because there was too many things that we weren't allowed to show, but it was a really cool process. One of the things that stood out particularly was this new pocket plane they brought out. So you get this in stainless steel, I think this one is, and this one here in just the standard ductile iron. They feel amazing. Really, really nice bits of kit. Like I say, they're new out. I think they're only put on the shelves today, but yeah, they look amazing. So it's now my final night in Canada, and it's only 9 o'clock, but all of us are suffering from jet lag still pretty badly. It must be the 3rd or 4th night, I think. All the guys from Carbatec in Australia conked out. I'm close to conking out, but it's the last night, and somehow I've been blessed with some neighbours who have the TV quite loudly, and they're talking quite loudly, and you know, it's not late as such, but you have neighbours, and this door here goes directly into their room. Like, there's no middle bit whatsoever, so I'm getting the sound directly from their room. So being a Brit, of course, we do things the passive aggressive. Like, I could just go to the door, I could just knock and say, could you just turn it down a little bit? I'm British, we do things the passive aggressive way. So I'm going to download an app, a fart app, that gives the wettest, most disgusting sounding farts, and I'm going to play it underneath the door just to see what happens, because I've got nothing to lose. It's just going to be hilarious. If they knock on the door and tell me to stop farting all over the place, then they can do that, but I'm just going to do it anyway because it's the last night. I've got nothing to lose. It's a quick test run. Volume up. I'm just going to play loads of them under the door to see what happens. I don't know if it's just a placebo effect or not, but they genuinely seem to have turned the volume down a bit. I just love how things like this can be solved with a simple knock on the door and just being polite, but I just love being a complete bastard about it. And playing fart sounds under a door. That reminds me, actually, I need to finish it off. Makes it sound legit. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to film things this trip, because when we were walking around the factory we weren't allowed to film things because they had stuff in production, they had stuff in R&D, of course. There was too much risk of me accidentally filming the wrong thing and then everything of theirs would be uncovered to the world or whoever's watching this. So I wasn't allowed to film in the R&D department, of course, or the factory. So really the only real chances I've had to film is actually in the Lee Valley store and actually in the classroom itself. Now in the classroom it's only been lectures from Vic up until this point, but tomorrow we're actually going to be building a dovetail box. So hopefully that'll be a good chance for me to just sort of walk around with the camera, do a bit of filming, do a bit of talking about what I'm doing, and just meet some of the other people there, because they're all such a good laugh. We got some of the guys from Carbatec in Australia. Such a good group of guys. They are hilarious to hang out with. We've also got Pat, who goes under the name PicBois, who is from the French part of Canada. He is hilarious. One of his videos, he's got this huge beard. He shaved it off, cast it in epoxy, and then made a handle for a razor to give to his dad with his own beard hair cast it away. You don't get more original than that, so I want to plug this guy in my video because he is absolutely hilarious, and it would be a complete missed opportunity if I didn't get him on camera. So yeah, hopefully we're going to do that tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
We're going to slide that on, and then now they're in place, okay? Now we take this and we lay it down this way, and now you have to work a little bit faster because you have to butter up two sides now, okay? The whole time you have to understand when you're putting glue onto wood, because PVA is water-based, as soon as that PVA glue hits, it starts to swell the wood, right? Which is a good thing for wood glue because you want that swelling to happen. But if you work too long, all of a sudden something that fits snug fits like impossible to put together, okay? So don't waste any time, but don't panic either. A lot of times people do glue ups and there's like this look of abject horror on their face as they're speeding around trying to do stuff. Don't knock yourself out. Just be sensible about things. Okay? Then we're going to want to line this one up. Line this one up. And what has happened here?
You got on tape too. Great
Yep.
work.
What did I do?
You cut an S shape.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't stress too much about that.
How did I do that? I cut it back.
I noticed it, that's why I was filming.
This is our teacher. Bash it, it'll work.
This is live, isn't it?
Everybody, Vic Tesolin making a buck.
Right. So if we hit this hard enough, it'll go in.
Right, and apparently that's it at the end of the Canada vlog. I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to vlog in an airport while you're a little bit pissed, I'm not going to lie whatsoever, but I'm sorry that this vlog probably hasn't been as comprehensive as a lot of you would have hoped. I wasn't allowed to film a whole lot, and to be honest, my nerves didn't really allow me to actually vlog in some of the situations that I wanted to, mainly in the actual lessons themselves. It was I don't know, it didn't really feel, I wanted to enjoy it in the actual moment as opposed to trying, like, forcing myself to film it. So in that way, I didn't want to film a whole lot of the process, to be honest. But here I am now, vlogging in an airport. I'm getting lots of weird looks, it's really weird. I'm really conscious of it, it's really weird. But here we go, sod it. That's the end of the vlog. I'm very sorry that it wasn't very comprehensive, but we'll get along with it. Thank you for watching. See you. Oh God, I've got to start working on the workshop when I get back, haven't I?